Hey guys, welcome back to my WWE Smackdown Shut Your Mouth Let's Play. We're into part 18, heading on to Raw here, and I'm still SmackDown Superstar, but we are heading on to Raw, and it's going to be going back and forth like that for quite a while now. Like I said, this storyline that I'm embroiled in, involved in, it goes on for a good 5 or 6 months. In fact, it's still going on now. I just finished the month of February, or finished playing it actually. I got a lot of crap recorded for this game, but I just don't have it all edited and recorded or anything. I've just been busy doing other things, playing other games, getting Weeman's Winter of Wrestling all wrapped up, which I was a day late on, but oh well. But now that I really don't have much else to do, I've got other games that I'm playing. I'm playing through Dark Cloud 2 again. I just recently picked up Dragon Ball Raging Blast 2 on the PS3, which is an amazing game, by the way. And speaking of Dragon Ball, that's going to be my next big thing, Dragon Ball Z. I'm starting with Dragon Ball Z Budokai 1 on the PS2, and I will go all the way up through to at least Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3. I might do Raging Blast 2, just because I now own it. I'm not too sure on that yet. But I got a good, let's see, that's 6, 9, I got 9 or 10 games to go through for that. So I'm not limiting myself for a winter or a summer or a spring thing. This is just going to be an ongoing thing for a while. Anyway, let's see what else I've been up to. Right, Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes. I don't have much to say about that at all, except that it's fucking amazing. Seriously, go play it. Go buy it. It's fun. It's really fun. It's going in a direction that I really like to see for Metal Gear Solid. This open world thing, all this freedom and choice, it's amazing. I love it. And I'm going to get back into that. I want to segue into something from that, but let's talk a little bit about the game here. As you can see, Ric Flair stole someone from SmackDown, Bubba Ray Dudley, so the Dudley boys aren't together anymore, although now he's back together with Spike, I imagine. And I'm getting into a triple threat match here, and we've seen Bubba and Austin's entrances before, but I finally changed my entrance. I think I did anyway. Did I? Yes, I did, because it didn't go into the video package here. Because I got that with one of the new move things I unlocked. And now I have an entrance where I jog to the ring and I raise my arms, and it's something new, it's something I'm the good guy in this battle. I'm the guy everyone should be cheering for, and my hair is clipping through my shoulders, and I have no teeth. Yeah. Anyway, Ground Zeroes, very fun game. Lots of freedom. Definitely need to play it if you have a PS4, but I imagine it's okay on every other console. But if you don't have it on PS, if you can, get it on PS4. Seriously. I have not played PC games that run that smooth and look that good. Kojima really knows how to bring the best out of a console. He did it with the PS3 and Metal Gear Solid 4, and he did pretty well with Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3 as well. And I guess you could say the first one. Oh, Peace Walker 2. I always forget that one because, I never had a PSP. I play the HD remake of that on my PS3. I know I'm sounding kind of fanboyish. I'm not the biggest Metal Gear Solid fan. I like about half the games. Metal Gear Solid 1, it's a good game, but it's definitely starting to feel a little dated in some areas especially. I think it does stealth really well, but action, I hate the battles with Sniper Wolf. I hate the battle with Vulcan Raven, and I really hate that tower climb. Oh, I hate that part. Metal Gear Solid 2, I never really liked that much. It bored me. That and I really didn't like Solid Snake in that. He seemed like a boring and invincible hero. I don't like that. Big Boss is a better character, if you ask me. 3 is the best game in the series, no question about that. Thus far, 5 has potential to top it. 4 I thought was okay. I didn't think it was bad. I didn't think it was amazing. It was just okay. It played better than 3, but it was so story-driven and so many cutscenes. Oh my god, so many cutscenes! And Peace Walker, you know, I would go ahead and call that one of the best PSP games out there. Not that that's saying a whole lot. I mean, how many really good PSP games are there really? Let's see, there's Peace Walker, there's the Shin Budokai games from Dragon Ball Z, nothing. I'm not much of a PSP guy, not much of a Vita guy either. When it comes to handhelds, I'm always Nintendo. That said, I didn't like the DS that much. I like the 3DS a lot, though. I'm glad I picked that up. Even though I have to play Fire Emblem Awake, even though, yeah, I have 2 games on my 3DS. I have Shinobi, the new Shinobi, which is actually really fun. I wouldn't call it a classic like Revenge of Shinobi or Shinobi 3, but it's still really, really fun. Definitely a solid, good game. Not a great or amazing game, but a good game. And I also have Fire Emblem Awakening, which I will say right now is my second least favorite Fire Emblem game I've ever played. It does a lot of things right, and then it does a lot of things wrong. And by that, it's more like 2 steps in the right direction, 5 steps back. But anyway, I was going somewhere with the Metal Gear Solid 5 and all that. The game is short, I'm not going to lie about that. It really only will probably take you about 2 hours to beat the main story. The main story, that's all I'm talking about. I'm not talking about the side missions there. The main story, it took about, a little bit more than an hour and a half, I'll say, to beat it. So it wasn't quite 2 hours, but it wasn't too much less than it either. Then there's a bunch of side ops, too. There's like 4 or 5 of them in the game. And they all had different objectives. It has the same idea as Peace Walker from the looks of things, but it's much more varied and much less limited. That's one of the things I didn't really like about Peace Walker. It was very repetitive and grindy. I mean, it's looking like the Phantom Pain's going to be a little grindy, but it's not going to be so repetitive, so I won't mind it so much. That's actually why I don't play a lot of RPGs, because they're very grindy. I like Fire Emblem because it's not. You can basically just play the game and beat it just by playing normally. Shining Force, I get bored of it really quickly if I have to grind. And the only other RPGs I really play are the Dark Cloud games, which aren't... You don't have to grind, but I do occasionally when I get a weapon that has a status on it. But, you know, that's a story for another day. Let's go back to Metal Gear Solid 5 here. It's a short game, and people are complaining about that and saying it's not worth it. And it's like, they aren't entitled. They feel entitled. And that is bad. I hate the way the gaming community is looking these days. I mean, they're all whiny, bitchy little pricks. I'm not kidding here. It's okay to have an opinion on something. It's okay to not like something, and it's okay to not buy something if you don't like it or aren't interested. But why should you have to justify your purchase of a game? If you want it, buy it. If you don't want it, don't buy it. That's the way I look at things. That's the way I buy games, and that's why I don't have a backlog like everyone says. Oh, I got all these games and I don't play them. Why would you buy a game and just let it sit? Here, I have my Steam library open right now, and I could go through just about every game here and pick out, let's see, Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon. That's probably the only game on here I haven't played, and that's just because Uplay pisses me off so much. Not a big fan of Uplay at all. Oh, Castlevania Lords of Shadow 2, but that's because I just bought that, and I've only just gotten into it, so I don't really count that one yet. Just Far Cry 3. Every other game on here that I haven't played it because it came in a bundle, and I had no intention of buying it or playing it in the first place. And a lot of those I would have gotten for free. If I went and looked on my shelf right now, only one game I haven't played, and that's Killzone. That's because I got it as a gift, and I just don't like Killzone. Anyway, I won the match, so I'll see you guys for the next part.